Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon for all new video updates.
Regular is very important. Engage with them regularly. Putting in quality pieces of content is extremely important. Hey guys, so I got a few questions on one of my stories on Instagram which stated that if you have some questions related to growth hacking, I'm here to answer them. And well, I thought instead of answering it on Instagram, I'll make a small YouTube video so that I can give more clarity and explain it in greater depths. So here it goes. I'm going to ask a few questions. I've got a lot of questions and I think I'm going to pick up the best of the best. So the first question is from Karminder. I am pretty sure I'm mispronouncing your name, so I'm really sorry about that. And the question goes something like this. How can you contribute to someone's growth without knowing them personally? The way that you can contribute to someone's growth without knowing them personally is by producing regular and quality pieces of content. Now, when I say regular and quality pieces of content, I don't mean that you produce pieces of content which is like so perfect and then therefore you're taking a lot of time to produce that. Ensure that you're doing it on a regular basis. So depends platform to platform. So for example, on YouTube you could do it once a week. On LinkedIn you should do it once a day. On Instagram you should be doing twice or thrice a day and with multiple stories, 5 to 10 stories. Because depending on how active people are on a particular platform, you should be creating that piece of content accordingly. And why do I say quality pieces of content and regular? Regular is very important. Engage with them regularly. Putting in quality pieces of content is extremely important because, if you are able to transform someone's life by simply them watching a video, and that has happened a lot. I've gotten a lot of DMs saying that this video literally changed my perspective. I never knew that person, and that person watched my video and took action to actually even say and put it over DM saying that this video changed my life, this video changed my perspective. That's how you can actually have a major impact without even knowing a person in person. Let's pick up another question. The second question is by Hitesh. Hitesh asks, how do you figure out if you're doing something wrong while running your company, especially when you're a new entrepreneur and are trying to succeed at something that hasn't been tried yet? Good question. Most entrepreneurs, and in fact even me, have made this mistake, and that is when we start a business, our focus is so much around perfecting the idea, the concept, the product or the service, that we forget that business is all about money. Business is like the fuel of the business is about money. I'm not going to say business is all about money. It's about values and several other things, but business runs through money. That's the hardcore reality. It's like a car. You might have the most beautiful car out there, but if there's no fuel in it, it can't run. In the same way, a business cannot run further without money. Most entrepreneurs make this heavy blunder of doing everything to perfect the product, but they don't really focus on market research, on market response to your product. We try to create everything in our own head, but we don't go out there and showcase it to people, and they're very afraid as well that if I show it to so and so people, what if they steal my idea? Nobody's going to steal your idea, and ideas can be stolen easily. The execution of how you did it cannot be stolen. That's the reason you need to go out there and present it in front of several marketers, and that's how, several people, and that's how you get to know the response of people, what all things you should change. People feel involved, and most importantly, this is something that's important, is you need to realize and ask them, is this something that you're willing to pay for? Like, is this product or service willing to solve your issue, for which you're ready to pay? If that's something that they're willing to do, that means your product or service is a hit. And that's what you need to do in order to run a successful business if you're starting. Next question is from Sudhakar Joshi, and the question goes something like this. Is it important to learn the skill of web designing for a copywriter to create landing pages in B2B? Well, a copywriter is not just about writing pieces of content. It's all about how you need to understand your customer and they get encouraged to actually take action reading your pieces of content. But if your content is displayed shabbily, it won't really have that impact. So that's the reason you need to display it in a beautiful way. The way it is displayed is called UI. Now that's called user interface. So the way it's displayed can be over a simple tweet, can be over whatever different pieces of paper, maybe a blog, maybe whatever. Okay. In the same way, even in landing pages, the way it's displayed is your job. Otherwise, it's not like, okay, I just wanted to write content, I wrote content, it's somebody else's. That doesn't work out like that. You have to take ownership of that. Second is UX. UX stands for user experience. It is your job to understand how will the people perceive your content, because based on that you would realize that because you're writing in a certain manner that, and it should be displayed in such a manner that both combined should be perceived by your consumers in a certain way. And that's why it is necessary. But the important question that comes up is, what should you be doing if you're not a professional web designer? You can go to several tools. There is WordPress, there is ClickFunnels, there is Wix. WordPress is definitely the best out of them. You can customize in several ways, but it's difficult to understand at the very beginning. ClickFunnels is great, absolutely apt and to the point to what you need to be making, and especially for B2B businesses, it's going to be amazing, but it's very expensive. It's going to cost you 7-8 grand for a basic plan and around 20-25,000 per month for whatever the better plans. The final one is Wix. I would personally suggest Wix. It's cheaper, it's super easy. The UI and the colors are extremely good, and you can customize it with simple drags and drops. My personal suggestion would be Wix. A lot of bigger companies are also using Wix. I in fact have automated my all systems on Wix. So yes, my suggestion would be Wix. Okay, next question is by Sufiyan Sayed. What steps to be taken after Insta optimization to get sales and grow your business? Okay. After Instagram optimization, what you need to focus on is engagement. So I'll tell you what did you do Instagram optimization for? You did an Instagram optimization because you want people to come to your platform, their profile, and within 3 seconds know who you are. Once they know who you are, they can then connect with you or follow you. But what you need to realize is most of the people are not going to go to your profile. So you need to be present in front of them regularly. That means not just through your content, but also through comments. So my suggestion would be, in order to grow up a scale and actually start making revenues and grow your business on a platform like Instagram, do this trick and it's going to be really useful. Figure out 5 to 10 profiles, okay, around your micro niche. 5 to 10 profiles around your micro niche, and go and give them a follow. Also turn on post notifications. There are 3 dots in each post. Just tap on that. There's something called turn on post notification. So whenever you get a notification, and all these profiles should be verified profiles, by the way, big profiles. The moment you get a post notification, just go out there, quickly leave a comment, tagging them, and try to follow 4-5 profiles that are also commenting on that particular verified profile. When you're doing something like that, the benefit of that is that when you go to these people's profile, just like 4 or 5 pieces of content that they have, they're going to see on their notification panel you 4 or 5 times. You can drop them a DM as well. So the benefit of this is that because first they saw you in that verified profiles comment, and they'll probably be seeing you in 2-3 different ones as well. The second step is they also saw you on the notification. So it's just curiosity. If you've liked so much of their content, they would want to click on your profile and see who the hell are you. When they do that, then your your Instagram optimization will work. And in fact, now the next step is engagement. So make sure that you're doing this with 5 to 10 profiles on a daily basis, and try to DM them. Don't DM them like, hey. Try to go to their stories and go through one of their stories, give a personalized comment on that, and from there start a conversation. Trust me, that's going to be a better way to build up more relationships and to actually grow your business on Instagram. Okay, let's pick up another question. Okay, the Poetry Zone is asking how to stay unique and productive on multiple social media platforms. The way to stay productive is by following the right people. Most of the people, I can just look at your Instagram profiles and know your newsfeed, and I know how distracted you are. So I've seen people who want to be entrepreneurs, but when I open their Instagram profiles, all I see are nature lover photos or fashion model photos or cars or their friends partying or something like that. And the moment I see that, I know that there's something wrong. They're distracted because the Instagram is trying to throw content in front of you that you like. So this means you're not being passionate enough in your business. So in order to do that, what you need to be doing is, first of all, unfollow all these stupid profiles that are not helping you in growing your business. Secondly, identify 10 to 20 profiles who you know will definitely benefit you, and follow only those profiles that are going to help you. Otherwise, you can follow a bunch of friends as well. That's great, close friends, but don't just go and follow any random person, or meme profiles or things like that that are not going to genuinely help you in your business. So that's one way that I would suggest. That's one way to be more productive in your on your Instagram or several other social media profiles as well. Okay, Deepika is asking, is growth hacking really a clever marketing or market funnel hacking? So what is growth hacking? Growth hacking is a pretty awesome phenomena. So what happens in growth hacking is, you are supposed to grow a business and scale it up through very little investment. So the focus on growth hacking, when you're focusing on growth hacking, you mean all you're focusing on is return of investments. So you invest, you put a small test budget, you run multiple campaigns, and then you see which one works. You keep doing market testing, keep seeing which one's doing better, and then you put more money, then get more return of investment, and then put in more money accordingly. So you see how it's happening? It's all about understanding the root cause of your customers or potential customers, and then throwing advertisement or marketing strategies accordingly. Chalo, let's pick up another one. Oh, okay. The next question is Ananya Bhale. I think if I mispronounced it wrong, I'm so sorry. But the question is, the most effective way of developing negotiating and convincing skills. Okay. I would personally suggest come join my career acceleration program. There we teach about this very specifically. But in order to enhance your negotiating skills and convincing skills, you need to be constantly talking to people. Follow Chris Voss. There's this masterclass he has, amazing one. You should follow me, hit me up, connect with me, and learn a few things. There's an Instagram live I recently did wherein I spoke about how you can close clients, and I actually helped them do that as well. In the same way, you need to realize that when you want to convince people and you want to negotiate and close deals, it needs to be a conversation wherein the entire thing is all about the game of power. Now, when it comes to game of power, means that in a conversation, one person always has more power over the other. And the more power you'll have is by listening more, let the other person speak more, and have a friendly conversation. You understand? It's not about you talking and selling, because the more you talk, the more you're trying to sell. The more you're listening, the more the other person's giving you data. And based on that, you can ask critical questions and make them talk more. And based on that, you have a conversation, and post that the other person feels that yes, this is something that I like, and then eventually that converts into a sale or whatsoever, or maybe a presentation or a deal. And this is easier for you to negotiate and convince them that way, because you hold more power now, because you're not selling, you're solving their problem. Okay, is there any other further question? Okay, last question, Shreya. How to let more people reach your blog? I always say this, one of the biggest mistakes that people make while putting a blog is that in the end, they won't put their photo and name and bio and their social media profiles. And even if they're leaving their social media profiles, they leave, this is my Facebook profile, this is my Instagram profile, this is my YouTube handle. Don't do that. Nobody's going to follow you. What you need to be doing is, while writing a blog, the structure should be in such a manner that at least 2 times you're telling them that, at least twice you're supposed to say that, hey, I am mostly active on so-and-so profile, maybe LinkedIn, maybe Instagram. So please do give me a follow there so that we can connect on a personal basis. People always want to do that. So if you're doing it at least twice, and in the end, if maybe, you're having a photo, you're this, and catch me on Instagram, just give them one call to action. Don't give them multiple call to actions there, that Facebook, maybe LinkedIn, maybe, and all these. Don't do that. So if the focus is just on, let's say Instagram, because you're most popular or most active there, in that case, they will just go and follow you, and then any new blog that you come up with, they'll be able to do that. The other thing, and I would believe that this is the best way to get more views on blog, is by building up your email list. Have and build up your email list constantly. The moment you reach that 100,000 number, you'd realize that it's so beneficial, and you can constantly rank your blogs higher through that. So make sure that these are the tips, and I hope these tips were useful to a lot of you. I hope you understood a little bit about growth hacking and how you could be using some tips and tricks to actually grow your personal brand or your business or your client's business that way. Take care, guys. Hey, so if you enjoyed the video, I want you to click on the subscribe button, and there's a bell icon next to it so that you get notified as to whenever my new content comes. Remember, I'm all about accelerating businesses and careers, and I only give practical tips and tricks to literally make you move forward. All of this is free. People usually charge for online courses and all for that. All of this is free of cost. So all you have to do is click on that subscribe button and that bell icon. See you guys.